Aim point reached. Orbit stable.
Get out of my face. If you want to gawk at something, take it to the Astro Lounge.
Housing here is so expensive. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to live in a crate.
You don't need to wear your helmet in here. You know that, right?
Don't make my job any harder. Get lost. I have a job to do.
Scram, I'm on duty.
They remain trusted partners in maintaining the safety of the bridge.
Unload some goods. You coming? Alright, but if you change your mind...
You don't need to wear your helmet on this planet. You know that, right? Things have gotten pretty bad in Ebside lately. Maybe we should set up more posts in here.
Scheduled to leave
listening. The Settled Systems News Network.
I don't like the look of you.
Hey. Want something to eat?
I know working around gigavolt power cells is dangerous, but I need the money.
It's nice to see a friendly face.
Got any spare creds? I can always take them off your hands. Hey, Chief, you got any creds you can spare? Thank you kindly. You're a class bass, you know that? I'll do my best to someday pay you back. Street's honor. This isn't a donation, it's an investment. About 6 years. I bet you could tell by how good I am at it. It took a lot of practice, and some work on my messaging. But if you got any feedback, Chief, I'd love to hear it. Sorry about that, Chief. It's a habit, you know? Crap, I did it again. You want to know the trade secrets, huh? I don't blame you. It's a lot like real estate. Location and timing are big. You gotta be visible, but not so much that people call the guards. Presently, no. Pastly, no. Futurely, it's a work in progress. Depends on how this fiscal quarter goes. But it's gonna take a lot for me to upgrade. I found a primo spot next to the trawl store. I got a roof over my head and all the garbage I can eat. I can't eat everything they throw out, but I can eat enough. Chief, you're a real safety net. You put the ka-ching in catching. Oh, it's all right. Once per day is enough. I don't want you to go poor. Oh, I totally did. Found it in the dumpster right next to a half-eaten chunk. And it was perfect timing, really. You see, the other day, the wind got a nasty cough and blew away all of my business spreadsheets. That won't happen with this slate. It's like wind resistant. That would mean I don't have to start over. All right, deal. I lost them near the employee break area. Look for any papers near the ground, the tables, maybe even the roof. You find all 3 spreadsheets, and I'll give you the slate.
want to see how short you are.
Hey, Chief. Wow, that's real class of you, Chief. A+ stuff. Now I can get my books sorted, executive style. As promised, your slate. Tell your techie friend I didn't peek inside. And even if I did, I don't know what half of it says anyway.
Too bad I can't squeeze any of Aurora.
Show no mercy, leave no quarter.
If you're looking for supplies, this is the place.
Now, James, I don't want you to get upset. Let it go straight to me.
Oh yeah? His Majesty decided to come down from his throne? And walk amongst us peasants? What did he want?
He said he wanted to personally thank us for our contributions to the city and hopes for our continuing support. I'm sorry.
Our contributions? Those taxes we pay are a sham. So we can line this ivory trade with another layer of gold. Makes me sick.
Don't even bother with it.
Hi. Welcome to Arbron. There's all...
What is it? Well done. It seems assigning you to this task was time well spent. And as I said when we met, time is money. Hopefully these credits will serve as adequate compensation. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an operative to debrief.
Finish that research you needed done. Everything's right here. Glad to hear it.
I'll put in a good word for you.
I hope we're keeping you busy.
Got my eye on you.
I can't wait for my next break.
I'd love to share a cup of tea with you.
Yeah?
You being here is curious. Not our usual sort of customer.
What brings you to the Trade Authority?
I run the branch's special accounts.
Welcome to Aquila City. Now you're speaking my language.
Please stay as long as you like. The House of Enlightenment is a place... I'm asked this question more than any other. I'll do my best to explain. While we're different individuals, you and I are also members of a common species and a shared society. It's those bonds that make our growth and evolution as a people possible, both spiritually and intellectually. Together, we can share our burdens, learn from one another, and enrich each other's lives. In unity, we find both solace and strength. There's more to it, of course, but I find that some lessons are best learned on one's own. Not at all. We don't do that. Well, most of us don't. We prefer to let people find their own way to us, if that's the right path for them. I'm not here to make a sales pitch, just to inform and share. Having said all that, the Enlightened are always happy to welcome new members into our fellowship. It was nice visiting with you.
Aquila is one of the oldest cities in the settled systems.
So we had to clean up the graffiti
There's
on the
not
range.
enough to do around here.
Why don't we just close it down? It's not like it gets much use.
I need someplace to put the prototypes through their paces. It stays.
But you know stretched trash will come back and deploy me. Worse.
Let them. A few beer bottles and graffiti is the least we owe them.
You lost?
Talk to Miss Lance if you want to make a purchase.
I'm pleased you chose to visit us today.
You meet all sorts of Aquila City.
Be careful.
I was hoping you'd show up soon. Is it done? Excellent. I'll let Ularo know that we can start moving forward with our negotiations. Now, I think it's time to examine a different set of skills. Nice to see I haven't worn you out yet. Your next assignment is to find the security chief and use some creative thinking to obtain their security keycard. And when I say creative, I don't mean with a weapon. Either look the part and be persuasive, or be quick with your hands. Good luck. I'm sure you'll be able to get that keycard without incident. Just remember, if anything does happen, it's up to you to bail yourself out.
Welcome back. Can I interest you in anything? Welcome to the Ryujin Industries product store. Looking for a neuroamp? Neuroamps are Ryujin Industries. Some of our best sellers can help. Bye-bye. Here, have a look. Take care. This is the only shop in town where I'm stocked up on all of Ryujin's best neuroamps. Have a good one.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Keep an eye on your valuables. Sure, we get the occasional bar fight, but it's usually pretty quiet around here.
We'd be dust. Except for the fact.
don't even think about trying anything. You don't look like you belong here. You sure you belong here? No loitering. Now move it.
Hey there. Got that? I think of security the same way too, but don't let Dalton know I said that. Overall, not bad for a novice. I think you're ready to kick things up a notch, and your timing couldn't be better. We'll soon find out, won't we? This next assignment requires a bit more discretion for 2 reasons. First, you'll be dealing with high-level executives, and second, you'll be in the Astra Lounge here in Neon. Exactly. And since you seem to be familiar with him, you probably know how much we don't like to upset him. The assignment is pretty easy. Our techs failed to uncover a potential deal between Infinity Ltd. And Quantum Synergies. Your job is to make sure that deal fails. Infinity Ltd. Is one of our aspiring competitors. They have products in several similar fields, ships and neuroamps being the exception. Quantum Synergies specializes in ship operating software. We don't consider them a major competitor since their product line is so narrow. If the two are meeting to work out a contract, that tells us Infinity must be looking to get into the ship business. And we'd like to delay that, if we can. That's what we're hoping for. You'll be speaking with Quantum Synergy's Executive Director Zola Adisa and their Financial Manager Arthur Cruz. I'll be giving you a dossier on both. I strongly suggest you read them for talking points. Are you even listening? I suppose I can give you a brief rundown. We'll start with Zola. Zola is a born and bred executive. It runs in the family, so she's highly accustomed to an upper-class lifestyle. She's a narcissist who's also obsessed with public perception, both of her and quantum synergies. She wants to be associated with the latest and greatest, so she's drawn to innovation and quality. She's considered it, but she's next in line to be CEO over at Quantum. If she came here, she'd have to deal with stiff competition. As for her talking points, the key things to remember are, Infinity is the cheap version of Ryujin. They're a follower, not a leader, and they lack any sense of clear vision. They've launched several, but none survive long. Nothing that would be as big as neuroamps or grav drives. That's why they've taken to just following whatever trends companies like Ryujin set. If they can't make money off ingenuity, they can certainly sell someone a cheaper version of a more expensive product they may want. Just remember, you can refer to the dossier at any time as a refresher. Now, on to Arthur Cruz. Arthur is a self-made man, and he prides himself on that. He's a full package, having both an extremely good knack for numbers and knowing how to talk to people. As Quantum Synergy's financial manager, he's all about driving profit with as little risk as possible. He makes decisions based on facts and heavily researched trends. It sounds like the two of you could really hit it off. Arthur's a great talker, but even the best can lose an audience when finance is the topic. Talking points for Arthur are aimed at steering him toward Ryujin over Infinity Ltd. Ryujin's profits are 25.7% higher than Infinity's, even with a superior quality product. Infinity's profits are fabricated. They're one audit away from ruin. We have a history of being financially secure that's never wavered, and we have the legal and marketing teams to handle anything that might threaten that. Quantum Synergies is the top name in ship OS. Their reputation has allowed them to keep the best engineers on their payroll. We can't deny that working with them would be beneficial for us, and Arthur is our best bet in making that happen. Besides, an open collaboration gives us easier access to information we'd otherwise have to find a more clever means of discovering. Sounds like you're ready then. I'd still highly recommend reading the dossiers, though. Sometimes bullet-pointed statements can stick out in minds easier than conversation. Exactly. Those lines are most likely to sway Zola and Arthur away from Infinity, not to mention give them a gentle nudge in our direction. The Infinity Ltd rep is Nina Hart. I'll also be giving you an altered version of her presentation to swap out with the original. We've changed several figures, just enough to cause sufficient confusion throughout their meeting. We got lucky on that one. Nina was making some last-minute changes to it at her own home and happened to save it to her personal data storage. Of course, we were able to access it, so we fabricated our own with new figures and put it on an Infinity LTD slate. Assuming she's using an Infinity LTD slate is a bit of a gamble, but one we're willing to take. Whenever executives are faced with numbers that don't properly match up, any faith they may have had will falter. Finally, I recommend dressing appropriately, so I've taken the liberty of having a suit made for you. We need absolute discretion on this one. I don't want any SSNN broadcasts about murder in the Astral Lounge. Got it? I bet you are. Just remember to keep a low profile. Don't let the Astral Lounge distract you too much.
Sorry, can I help you with something? Well, I certainly hope you brought a change of clothes, because you could have fooled me. Ryujin Industries. A good guess since we are here in Neon, but no. Infinity Ltd. Risky, you say? By all means, enlighten me. Cheap is a word quantum synergy should never be associated with. I believed our team had thoroughly researched Infinity, but your comment gives me pause. Their instability was cited as a pain point, but one we could deal with as long as we maintained control of all joint projects. However, upheaval always comes with its own series of issues, delays, morale, public perception, and Drexler has yet to prove he can provide the consistency that I would prefer. Perhaps it really is more than I'm willing to undertake. A surprising conversation, and one I would never expect from someone such as yourself. I suppose the old saying, never judge a book by its cover, is appropriate here. It seems I have quite a bit to reconsider now. So it looks like the pleasure aspect of my trip needs to be postponed. Thank you for the insight.
All these years, and Bayou hasn't let this place slip a single notch. The man knows how to run a business. Well, I take that as a compliment. Coming from someone as well-dressed as yourself. You either got great taste, or great connections. Maybe even both. Tell me, you don't happen to work for Infinity Ltd, do you? Got something against Infinity, I take it. I'd love to hear your reasons why. That's an awfully big claim to make. You'd have to have some inside details on their operation. However, it does match some of my own research that I've been conducting into their finances. Look, it was nice meeting you, and I quite enjoyed our little talk. But it sounds like I need to take another look at some data before I head into this presentation of theirs. See you around, and maybe next time I'll be doing business with you.
I think I got them. Yeah, I got corns. Back off.
That's an order, not a suggestion.
Need to move some merch. This is the place. This better not be a waste of my... Then here I thought you were just wasting my time. If you, find anything else?
Or fully feel like making a purchase? Let me know if we can make... Watch your back out there.
I better do this right.
Just the person I wanted to see. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? You're a natural. I'm not just saying that because the Astral Lounge can be overwhelming for some. Tie that in with manipulating people who are the equivalent of their boss's boss, most junior level ops would start to show their cracks. Overall, not bad for your first high-profile assignment. You even earned yourself a bonus, which Lyndon was more than happy to give. Don't tell me you forgot already. Also, if you ever want an honest opinion about anything, just ask them. They're honest to a fault, and often give their opinion on something whether you want it or not. It's well deserved. Just keep making me look good, and there'll be more where that came from. But no rest for the weary at Ryujin. We've got a decent backlog of assignments, and they just keep coming, so I hope you're still good to go. At least this next one will be a break from all the chatter. Your next assignment is to remind the competitor of their place in the corporate food chain. Some call it retaliation, but we like to think of it as tough love. Hey, are we talking or what? Hello? Hello? Hey, are we talking or what? Are you even listening? Hello? Hey, are we talking or what? Are you even listening? Most corporations live and die by public perception. Trusted products lead to a good reputation, which leads to profits. And, like it or not, we're all here for the profits. Your assignment is to plant an ARC device. The ARC will allow us to frame our competitor for gross negligence and tank the public's perception. Good. All you need to do is plant the ARC on the service panel of your target. We can handle the rest from here. Do your best to make sure you aren't seen. The key is to make this look like a malfunction. And good luck. Keep it up, and you'll probably have my job soon.
Liftoff initiated, Captain. Time to commence to that Orbital pattern locked. Easy.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we do your ship. And that's it. You're cleared to land at Hopetown.
I don't want to hear any complaints. Keep an eye on your valuables.
Quit staring.
Dust except for the factory.
Good day, Captain.
Ship's good. Welcome, let's go.
Retros firing. Orbit stabilized.
Don't mind us, just passing through. Need something? Yeah, you'd be surprised how popular it's becoming. There's even a group trying to organize all us independent settlers. Call themselves List. Been considering signing up. Little extra support never hurt. New homestead is supposed to be an interesting visit. See how folks survived way back in the 2100s? Don't know why you'd want to see that, but hey, you asked.
to
This is
jump.
Freestar Space.
We're still in one
Please hold your
piece.
current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Stay out of trouble. We'll have a problem.
Don't you have something better to do? Don't go causing trouble.
Move along.
People joke, say those Faroon zealots are vicious. Let me tell
Hey there. Got an update for me? Good work. Now I can let Masako know how much she'll enjoy watching the news tonight. Now, on to the next, right? Oh, but before I forget, the results of your Astral Lounge escapades are in. I'm happy to say that the deal was officially called off. Masako was very pleased with the outcome, so she arranged a bonus through Linden. Apparently you said all the right things when it came to Arthur. Quantum Synergies actually reached out to us to negotiate the potential deal. I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. Several other parties will be involved in that deal on a more and believe me, bonuses like this for operative? My sources tell me it was a train wreck. Once her numbers didn't match up, Arthur was all over her with questions. It didn't take long for her to break composure, and that's when she lost Zola. So you could say that presentation went perfectly, as far as we're concerned. Hence the bonus. You earned it. So, in order to stay on top of the market, we have to know what our competition is doing. The next assignment requires a more brute force approach, since the chances of them sharing that information is unlikely. Oh, we definitely are. But why stay one step ahead when you can just leave the competition in the dust? We reverse engineer their plans, create a superior product, and beat them to market. We make the initial profit with less investment in R&D, and our competition is forced to reevaluate if their product is even viable. Good. Luckily, there aren't many, besides the usual. Your target is a prototype schematic for a new engine that Trident Luxury Lines is working on. According to the rumors, it's projected to be 17% more efficient than any engine on the market. The current schematic was sent to their Star Yard to begin prototyping, so they could be in the office area or the factory floor. The Star Yard is a mix of sales floor and manufacturing. If you're looking to blend in, you've definitely got options. It's not too far, in Aquila's orbit, so hopefully your ship's ready. Hey, are we talking or what? You'll find the Trident Luxury Line Star Yard orbiting Aquila in the Cheyenne system. Remember, same rules apply. Don't get caught, and don't make a mess.
Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Luxury Lines welcomes you. Feel free to dock and talk with our courteous sales representatives.
Docking cycle complete.
Greetings, Captain.
We've got our eyes on you. Excuse me?
No funny bit.
Docking seal released.
Tiny tin can of fragile
This is Freestar Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship.
Once more.
And that's it. Enjoy, Neon.
Ever wonder how
Just the person I want. And we aim to keep it that way. I need to deliver this to Vina so she can start the reverse engineering process, but first, Ulara wants to see you. I've upgraded your security level so you can access the executive floor, where her office is. Tell her assistant Maeve you have an appointment. I won't be far behind, in case you get lost.
My company's future might be riding on this.
I see you have an appointment with Miss Chen. Just head up the 2 flights of stairs to my left and speak to Maeve.
Sure do. And I'm not interested in discussing it with you. I've kept this job for almost a decade. Let me know if you need help finding anything.
Certainly spared no expense.
I've got my eye on you.
My career over if this deal falls through.
I'm glad we're making an effort in our appearance today. I see we have an operative who can... Thank you. I believe appearance to be a point of pride. In the effort of making small talk, I hope you're enjoying your newly gained. Our operatives are quite the expense, but a necessary one. You're proving to be quite the outlier. Good. That was the intent. I believe I've met my social quota for the day, so I'll be continuing on with my work now. Perhaps we'll chat another time.
If only there were more hours in the day.
Keep out of my way and I'll keep out of yours.
Can I help you?
Don't cause any trouble.
I've been waiting here for ages. Name and appointment. Confirmed. Ularu is wrapping up a meeting with Genevieve. You can wait here or in the lobby area. I'll let you know when she's ready to see you. I see Imogene Salso is supposed to be with you.
I'm right here, Maeve.
Good. It should just be a moment. Well, sooner than I thought. Looks like Ularu's right there.
Don't wander into any restricted
one
area.
more thing. You know, if they aren't willing, that leaves us with only one option.
God, Ularu, is that always your response? I don't want another PR mess on my hands.
Yes, Viv, because you're too good at your job. Now, we can talk details later. My next appointment's here.
Fine, but you can break this news to Alexis at her...
You're finally here. I'm Ularu Chen, head of operations here at Ryujin. So tell me, what do you think of your new job so far? In that case, it sounds like our initial impression of you is turning out to be quite accurate. Now, my dear Jeannie here says you've been through the basics of what we do and pulled off success every time.
5 successful standard assignments, and 1 specialized.
And on top of all that, a flawless record. It's no wonder they love you up here. I happen to have a personal assignment that I'd like to send you on. One that involves meeting up with an outside contact. Jeannie seems to think you're more than capable of handling it.
He's the best operative I've ever hired.
Let's not forget the only operative you've ever hired. Meeting with outside contacts isn't always as straightforward as your past assignments. Some can be fickle or demanding, so you'll need to decide how to handle them and what decisions to make on the fly. That's exactly the type of operative I want. Someone who doesn't take no for an answer. Your contact is Simon Rychek. He claims to have information on a new project that Infinity Ltd is working on. He said it's a game changer that Ryujin would be especially interested in. So his asking price is the big thing to consider. Finance will reimburse up to 1,000 credits. So if you have negotiation skills, use them. Simon's been working with us for years, so he'll pose no threat to you.
He's paranoid, which is why I assume he's never been caught. But his information is typically worth it. Now, in order to confirm your identity, Simon prefers code phrases. I'll let Jeannie give you the details on this one because the concept is just beneath me.
Simon is into sports, so he enjoys any opportunity to talk about them. At some point, he'll casually say, "Looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year." You get to respond with, "Razor Derby is the only real sport." Got it?
Exactly.
Just get what we need. You'll find him above the Lux condos in Sidonia's Plaza.
You spoke very highly of this one, Jeannie. Let's hope he doesn't make a liar out of you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to take care of.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
I've got my eye on you. This could be the most important.
Insertion done. Time to dance among the stars.
into orbit now.
This is United Colony Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. Scan complete. You're cleared to land.
Acknowledged. What can the Trade Authority do for you? I've got some cargo that could use a good home. Be advised, this ship is armed. You have been warned. Now what is it? Do I have to spell it out for you? This is not a trading vessel. We don't do small talk while we're working, so move along. Is this some kind of distraction? Always nice to get back in the broken sphere after a long day.
Sidonia, what a dump. You lost? Or just come to ask an out-of-work miner how his day's going? Only good thing worth talking about these days is sports. Speaking of, Looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year. You're damn right it is. I heard they were sending someone new. Nice to see you made it. I have information on a deal being proposed between Infinity Ltd and Deimos Stockyards. It's my belief that your employers would be highly interested in the deal. It's steep, yes. For this little tidbit? Believe me, I know exactly what this is worth. I hear you. Don't get ahead of you. This is what you call negotiating? All right, I'll lower the price. But that's my final offer. Unless you may prefer the side job now? You're going to like it. As you may guess, being an informant is not without its risks. I've heard there's a merc in Saturn's orbit who'd like to cross my name off her list. Milai Liskova. If you take her out and bring me her gun as proof, I'll consider my fee to be waived. Liskova has a sentimental attachment to that gun. Even named it Ember. She'd never just hand it over. It saved her life once or twice. Seems whenever it falls into enemy hands, it has a tendency to backfire or jam. On top of that, she's superstitious, which makes the gun all the more precious to her. You're doing me a tremendous favor. Just know she won't go down easily. Milai's ship is called the Datura, and like I said, you can find her in orbit around Saturn. Just remember to bring the gun back as proof.
Ship is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge the paint.
Hi.
Commander Ikonde wants us.
Disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the
I had a
result.
friend. Pardon. I hope I'll be able to see him next time around shortly.
Excuse me.
The Regana made it to port with 0 casualties. Nicely done.
What can I do for you?
Do you have anything to report? We got the message from the Regana about Austin Rick. We had him dropped off at a separate port, off the books. Suffice to say, he's got a lot to answer for. That's a smart line to follow. Part of this role you're playing means having to make hard choices. Just remember not to lose yourself in the part. Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know we were the ones that hired Ecliptic to attack Neva's ship. There was concern after what happened with the Regana that you might have trouble earning Neva's trust. Coming to her rescue ensured that would not be a problem. But a gamble that hopefully paid off. On that note, how did things go with Neva? Were you able to join the fleet? Then it worked. You're in. Sounds like everything is going as expected. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on a good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet. Yes, you passed your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda? Where you'll meet Delgado, no doubt.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now, especially while you're on the key. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It certainly increased my estimates on success. Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
We don't have a full map of the fleet's roster. The members change too quickly. Glad to hear it. Let's see what you got. Benjamin Bayou, pride of the Free Star Collective. The authorities there have been trying to nail him for a long time. Bringing us proof that he's been manipulating Generdyne from the shadows is pretty tasty stuff. The FC? Anything else? Perfect. Komiko's wanted for corporate violations in UC territory, but having concrete evidence means we extradite her and nail her to the wall. I'm sure we can arrange a prisoner trade with the Free Star Collective, make it beneficial for both interested parties. Have any more? All right. Keep up the good work. Good luck on the key.
First mission in the books.
Not enough. That's more like it. So, tell me what you're doing here. I'll decide whether or not to strip you for salvage. Oh yeah? From what? You're the only thing around here that looks like a threat to me. So, give me one good reason why I shouldn't feed you to the void. Simon will never stop. The man will hold a grudge until his dying breath. Perhaps. But just how do you propose we manage that? Because I intend on staying very much alive. As much as I love the thought of you playing Simon, I hardly... On second thought, you're onto something. Alright. You can have Ember. But you'll have to come aboard to get her. You have my word, you won't be harmed. For whatever that's worth.
If you are free soon...
Got a minute to chat? Maybe a few minutes. Probably not hours, though. But no guarantees. Time to cycle the airlock and move.
I'm impressed Simon managed to find someone with guts to come after me. I suppose it shouldn't surprise me that he wants Ember as proof of this. He knows I'd never part with her. We were a thing for a while, until the coward sold me out. I'm sure he regrets it, considering I survived the attempt on my life. And now, I live to blackmail him and make his life a living hell. So if Simon told you I wanted him dead, it's a lie. I want him very much alive. And suffering. The first time Ember and I met, she was pointed right at me. And then backfired on the gloating bastard who thought he'd won. She saved my life more times than I care to remember. In my line of work, we're always in and out of the fire, if you know what I mean. Oh, will you? You really think I'd let you just waltz onto my ship and I'd hand her over? If you knew anything about me, the only truth here is that I've intended to kill you since the moment you said. I'm pretty sure I've already made up my mind. True, I'd hate to misjudge. Okay, fine. You've compelled me to hold up my end of the deal after all. You get Ember, I'll disappear. Besides, I like to think of this as just a temporary arrangement. She's always found her way back to me before. Why should this time be any different? Oh, don't worry. I see this as some well-needed, dare I say, deserved time off. I'm looking forward to the fresh start. I guess Simon chose wisely. For once. Now get off my ship. I've got an identity to arrange and a vacation to plan.
We're loose.
This is UC Security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband. Scan complete. Welcome to Mars. Just because the governor's office is right on the road.
Look who survived the devil herself. So, that lying she-devil? I've been looking over my shoulder for the past 5 years now. The world without It's strange. I always imagined I'd be happy knowing she's gone. Perhaps I've been running so long now that it will just take time for the relief to set in. You know, why don't you keep that gun of hers? I think it's time I left the past behind. Yes, let's. Enough about the past. The information I have is on a deal for something called Project Dominion. I'm giving you 2 slates. They contain surveillance and interaction data for Stanley McMillan, the Infinity rep, that I obtained myself. I'm also giving you a 3rd slate because you're going to need to download the files on Project Dominion off his computer yourself. Getting information is what you people do. I'm just a lowly, yet very well-paid informant. Here to point you in the right direction. Nice doing business with you.
What the hell are you doing in this dump of a city anyway? You draw the short stick at work or what?
Infinity sent me to get Deimos to bite on a deal. He's even got a catchy code name. Project Dominion.
Sounds like world domination to me, buddy. I'd buy into that in a heartbeat.
Right? I'm telling you, this Project Dominion is the real deal. We ought to be selling this to Inception or Quantum.
Hell, you should be in the Astro Lounge making Ryujin Industries beg for that tech.
Ha! That'd be the greatest irony of them all, but not this baby. Dominion is finally gonna put Infinity first. We'll beat Ryujin at their own game.
Passerbys express frustration.
But especially
It's amazing how smoothly our mining operations run with me in charge. I can't recall the last time we've had any major issues.
completed.
Grav jump spinning down.
This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. That's all we need. Enjoy me.
Something I can do for you?
Take it easy.
You're not from INSEC, are you? Good, because I go work another shift at Xeno Fresh and me.
There's got to be a metaphor.
Scales get everywhere. I even found one.
Assembly complete.
Never mind.
Craft, one batch. 1 minute starting now.
Another day, another ship. Oh no! I wonder what's...
Same to you, Riley.
Private sector. Not so real. Gangs think they run this.
Seems like the place.
What's up? Just, you look like you could use it. You keep this up, and we will both be...